Alright friends, I'm coming to you very excited because today is the day that I will finally, after many months, be able to start opening all of the lovely packages that everyone sent to me to my P.O. box full of fabric scraps for the next community patchwork project. So without further ado, I am just going to start loading up the table with packages and start opening them. I'm not sure how much time I have. Who knows how many I'll get through, but I'm excited to at least start to make a dent in the copious amounts of mail that everyone has sent me. So if that is one of you, thank you so much for taking all the time and energy to send a package. But without further ado, let me pull up the big old suitcase that is full of mail. So that's the first batch of mail. There's a lot more where that came from, but we're gonna get started on this. See how much we make it through, okay? So right off the bat, I have a better setup than last time because a couple of you suggested I use a seam ripper to open these. So that's the tactic I'm going to take. And let's start with Amy's package from Lakeville, Minnesota. So her package obviously didn't have to go very far to make it to my P.O. box. Ooh. Oh, I love it. It's like I got it gift wrap. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. When life throws you scraps, make a quilt. If that is not the perfect gift wrap bag for a crafty person, I don't know what is. That is super fun. Also, I've got a card here. Oh, very fun. Hi Shannon, I hope this bag of scraps finds you well. I come from a family of quilters, hence the bag, and have recently started my sewing journey. My grandmother passed away recently, and my aunt gave me 2 big bags of fabric scraps her and my grandma collected over the years. Oh, that's very sweet. While I was sorting through them, I couldn't help but think about your community crazy quilting project. I found your channel through the Hobbit Robe video, a personal favorite of mine as well, and it has inspired me to make scrappy projects, including using the random square template you made for that project. Anyway, in this bag is 3 generations of sewing fabric. That is so sweet of you, Amy. Thank you so much. She writes, P.S. I am a woman with a physics degree, hence this card. Love women in STEM. Also love this card. I'm definitely going to be saving these. I have a whole bunch that I saved from the first batch, so this is gonna go with them, and I'm gonna make some kind of cool display for the Nova Scotia house at some point, so don't worry, those will be saved. And now, let's dig into this fabric. Ooh, right away, absolutely loving this stunning color, which I am sure is not gonna show up very well on camera. Oh, it's okay, it's not doing too bad. It's this lovely, rich, forest green with just a slight touch of blue, not enough to call it teal, but just like a little undertone in it. Absolutely stunning, and it's satiny, so it's got that sheen that's gonna add such a fun touch texturally, visually to my projects. And then we've got matching stretchy knit lining, which makes me suspect that these came from a garment, that this was the outer layer and this was the lining. Love upcycling stuff like that and absolutely adore this color. Fantastic choice. And then I will spread all of these other fun little scrappy bits out so people can see them. There are so many fun prints. Like, look at this cute little hat pattern. So cute. Oh, and we've got it in a different colorway as well, a darker colorway. So, you know, you can choose, mix and match. We've got some lovely florals, some cheerful Santa Clauses. Wow, look at all these. This is so much fun. It gives me so much variety and in such a small little bundle. I absolutely love that. The colors on this one are stunning, as is the texture. Jewel tones if I ever saw them. Very fun. Thank you so much, Amy. These are super fun. We've got some sewing prints here. Nice thimbles and scissors. This looks like very much a vintage print. Just the style of the artwork and also the color choice, but I think it is super fun. I'm in love. Amazing. And I know exactly what some of these are going to be used for, but we will get into that in a second. I will just tell you it is in fact related to the Hobbit Robe and the template that inspired both you and me on that project. Next up, oh my god. Next up, we have this package with the most fun labeling tape. You'll have to let me know. Is this a thing now? Do they make like really cool labeling tapes? This feels like duct tape actually. Wow, that's so fun. I love gummy bears. Prefer the vegan ones myself. I just like the texture of whatever they are using to substitute for pectin. Love the vegan gummies. So tasty. All right. Oh, let's see who this is from. I think we have an envelope here. Let's pull this out. Whoop. Got it. And open it up. I am intrigued, but let's start with the letter. Now this is from Christine Byrne in Virginia. That's very, very fun. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Just a few treasures from my stash to yours. Thank you for making such calming and fun content. Kennel Corgi Wiggles are a plus. Have a warm and wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much, Christine. I would also like to mention, look at that card, that she spelled Kennel's name right, which it is a hard name for Anglophones. We tried not to name her Kennel because we knew it would be a problem for the Anglophones. But she was a Kennel. We couldn't help it. So if you would like to know how to spell her name, here it is. That's how you spell it. It's cinnamon in French. Keeping this very fun card off to the side. And digging into this fun package. Wow. Look at that very fun little bookmark. And it even is actually a name tag. It says to Shannon from Christine. I will probably be using it as a bookmark. I have to say, one of you sent me a bunch of bookmarks to my P.O. box because you said you weren't really into sewing, so you didn't have a lot of scraps. I have been using those bookmarks so much. I've got 2 of them, one in my Outlander read and one in the other book that I'm currently working on. I do sometimes have 2 books going at once. So thank you very much. This will be added to the collection, Christine. Now, let's get into the sewing stuff. Also, very fun rainbow colored bag. A little bit translucent mesh. Love that. Oh my goodness. I don't know what all of these things are, but I'm excited. Oh, and an actual bookmark. Oil on canvas from the National Gallery in Prague. Oh, this is so fun. It's a silicone bobbin holder. Oh wow, look at that. And they just stay like right in there. I have never seen one of these. I've been using the magnetic strip over on, you can't see it, maybe I can give you a shot of it, but I have a very cute pegboard, which I made in the video where I like turned this into my sewing space. Highly underrated video. People tended to watch the video that came after it and they missed the pegboard, which is super, super cute. But anyway, this is great for the ones that aren't magnetic. Got some sewing pins, always useful, as well as what I would assume to be a little magnetic pin holder, so I'm not putting them in my mouth. I will try to break that habit now that I have a very cute little magnetic. And it's one of the snappy ones! Oh, very cool. Is this giving anyone else flashbacks to childhood, the snap bracelets? Very fun. Okay, at this rate, this video is going to be really, really long. Apologies. I'm just having so much fun going through everything. All right, let's take a look at these fabrics. Okay, I love the white, but it's going to make too much noise. All right, now that I've gotten them all out of their plastic, let's take a look at what all I sent. And I see some amazing colors in here. So bright, so fun, so sushi. Look at that sushi print. Oh my god. Oh, and some fun tea time. Can you imagine how fun that would be as like a little tea cozy? I made one for my friend back in Denmark, my best friend, who you will be meeting soon. She's coming to visit us quite quickly. And I made it for her French press. She doesn't do tea, but she's a coffee fanatic, and I made her a little tea cozy for her French press. That was very cute. These are super Hobbitsy. Look at how perfectly Hobbitsy these are. We've got a good selection here of different prints, but all in the perfect Hobbit colorway. Very, very fun. Great color selection. I love that we've got some warm, rich tones, some more neutrals. We've got some super bright ones as well. Okay, camera battery died on me. Don't know where it left off, but in summary, amazing mixture of super bright colors. This one has very fun messages on it as well. Got some rainbow kitties, love that, with some more like subdued neutrals that are very, very Hobbitsy in tone. Love this calm zebra print, like a nice ochre. Very, very cool. I think my favorite might be the tea cozy fabric though. That is just too good. Very, very fun. Okay, amazing. Let's leave the rainbow kitties right on top. Next up, oh my goodness. Look at that. That is very fun. That is one big old corgi. So very nice. Who is this from? Elizabeth. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the amazing corgi. We've also got another one over there on that side. Boop. Let's carefully open this. Maybe. Corn squares. She sent me cereal. I love the thriftiness of the packaging. Very, very fun. We're gonna have some gluten-free fabric, folks. It doesn't want to let go. Oh my God. Look at that. It's little mice all tangled up in Christmas lights and sewing notions. And it looks like it's like a little sheet of wrapping paper or a very convenient backdrop to some of the fun letters that I'm keeping and displaying. Oh, I forgot to show you the mermaid cameo. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And very fun, very whimsical. I have to say, Elizabeth, your package was very well packaged and it arrived very much intact. The black denim is 100% cotton and just under 2 yards. Apparently it wasn't ideal for her original plans. She swears she washed it, but it is a magnet for corgi fur, which I guess means that you also have a corgi. I guess that explains why you had a corgi calendar. Oh my gosh. Canelle just heard that and her ears perked up and she almost jumped off the bed. The blue and white patterned fabric is a sleeve from a Japanese hospital gown, supposedly my brother-in-law brought back from a stay there, but it might be much older and from when my father-in-law was stationed in Okinawa. Well, I'm honored to take your slightly mystery Japanese hospital gown fabric. It has a lovely texture. The pale green linen is what's left over after making a baby blanket, some pillowcases, and my first historical shift. The floral velvet is yet another destash from my mother-in-law, probably from the 1980s or 90s. I'll make a skirt and a vest or maybe a house robe with it someday. That has very fun colors and very fun texture. Ooh, I do love a good velvet. Buttons, zippers, embroidery thread, and green thread are from a huge crafting grab bag from the thrift store. I love that. And she says she tried to have a fun variety of textures and shapes with the buttons. I definitely say mission accomplished. And one small thing, a remnant of lace from a 70s handmade dress. It was falling apart and had to be replaced, but maybe you can make use of those still intact patterns. Very fun. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And there's another card over here. Oh, here we go. Hi Shannon, I've been watching your videos since the algorithm spit out your Edwardian blouse made from a fast fashion top. Wow, that is old. You have been with me a long time. I'm honored. And I love seeing Canelle Sploot in the background. I've enjoyed your many videos over the past years and I look forward to more. Pardon the excessive use of tape my post office likes to shred packages. Well, as I said, your package arrived very much intact, so success on that front. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Aqua Aurora. Ah, okay. I know who you are. I recognize that now. Also, you have quite the talent for drawing. Look at those cute little sketches of corgis. Now I have to decide, do I display the inside or the outside of this? I need a box for notions. I have a bag. I have a bag for notions. Perfect, very handy. Now I have a little notions bag. Next up, a very cute little envelope from the Netherlands. Hi Shannon, some inspo for your Victorian-oriented quilt. Best wishes for 2025 for you and Phil and of course Canelle. Oh wow, That is definitely a wild and creative crazy quilt. Look at that. Look at all of the various details in there. Oh, that's very fun. Thank you so much. Also, I'm not sure how to say your name, so I don't want to butcher it. Another envelope, this time from South Dakota, with some very fun little gnomes. Dear Shannon, Phil, and Canal, love watching your channel and video editing, working, remodeling, sewing. Besides, love all your posts. Big fan, Karen. Thank you very much, Karen. Very sweet. This next one's from Portland, Oregon, where I will be very shortly, in just a couple days' time. I mean, not by the time you're watching this video, but for me when I'm filming it. This is from Lori and Jenny, and it is beautiful, and I'm wondering, possibly handmade. Lori and or Jenny, if you are watching this, let me know in the comments if it's handmade, because it feels like it could be, and it is beautiful. We'll definitely have to hang that on the Christmas tree some year. Next year. In the meantime, it can go up here on my display, next to my other handmade star from another viewer. Where are you from? M.O. Missouri? Missouri. Oh, very fun. Wow, look at all those colors. And what's super fun is that the colors that dumped out right on top are like very much mermaidsy colors. It was a lot of teals and pinks and aquas and sea foams and blues. Yeah, that was a fun mix of stuff. You should do some mermaid embroidery. But this is a lovely selection of colors. Wow, and in such good shape too. Thank you so much, Bettina. And there's more. We've also got, oh wow, a very fun selection of trims. So there's some lace, some more cotton trim, like the type you might find more on the bottom of a curtain, say, and then some really thinner, very delicate lace. Wow, look at all of that. That is very, very exciting. Okay, do I need to put the laces in a different pile? No. All right, next up, Crafty Penguin from the Czech Republic. And she actually sent this to me when I was in Germany because the postage is way cheaper because she's sending it from Prague. So, cannot wait to see what you sent me, Crafty Penguin. Oh, like I said, Crafty Penguin. Crafty Penguin has good taste in snacks. Wow! Look at how pretty that card is. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's also sparkly. Hello, Shannon. I've just finished watching the 2023 Vlogmas compilation, although the rest of the package was all ready for almost a week. And I just want to thank you for all the work you put into your content and your projects. They bring such cozy yet inspiring feelings. I like the liveliness of your expression, and I admire your dedication to all of your endeavors. And then she signed it along with, you know, the rest of the family, the kids, and the cat. P.S. If you ever happen to visit our city, I'd be happy to show you around. We almost did. We almost took our day off in Prague when we were in Erfurt, but the 5-hour trajectory there and back, 5 hours to go and 5 hours to come back, was a little bit too long for just only having one day off. First of all, very fun assortment of stickers. Oh, the cactus stickers were designed by a friend of hers. That's very, very fun. Well, if she has like an Etsy store or something, send me the link. I'll put it in the description of the video if anyone wants some very cute little stickers. I'll put it down there if she has a store. Otherwise, if she's just a creative soul who wanted to make some fun stickers, tell her I adore them. I think they're fantastic. So we've got a mix. We've got a bunch of fabrics. She has all the origins here for me, which is super fun, as well as some notions, including some very old-timey snaps made in probably pre-World War II Czechoslovakia. Let's take a look at all these fun fabrics, starting with a little koi peeking out at me. That's super cute. Let's open all of this out. What fun textures. These all have a very fun texture to them. Ooh, I love this color combination. So I have all of the origins here. I will give you a rundown of the fun ones. So the gray and red tartan scrap is from their very first cosplay of Jane Eyre. cream and gold. Heavier scrap, that's this one, is from her wedding skirt and her husband's waistcoat. Also, sorry it sheds gold. I don't mind. I think that's very fun. I don't know, is it showing up maybe better over here? Sunset colored cotton gingham. I think that is this. It's just listed as random. We should put a little counter in the corner how many times I say very fun. I need to broaden my vocabulary. But it's just so much fun. Piece of dark blue polka dot cotton in the traditional Czech handmade white printed style. And forgive me, but I am not going to try to pronounce the original Czech word.
Modrotisk.
Which she gave me, but I don't think I'm going to butcher it, so amazing, absolutely amazing. Some super fun colors and textures. There are a lot of amazing textures in here. Also some fun cotton prints. We've got the koi. Oh, very exciting. Oh, lest I neglect the paisley print. Very, very exciting. All right. I know I have some plans in mind for these fabrics. I have been staring at this package. This package has caught my eye more than any other in the copious amount. Stacks and stacks of all the mail I got. This one is by far the most fun, which is not a negative comment on anyone else's package, but this person went above and beyond. It looks like it is from Sandy, who I believe is a patron. Can I open it in a way that doesn't destroy this amazing box? That is the question. And the answer is I'm not 100% sure. Okay, there we go. Had to sacrifice a little bit, little tiny section of the box, but the rest survived. Ooh, and what a fun little sneak peek that is. Whee! What a very fun assortment of colors, just right off the bat. Stunning variety. I love how everyone has such eclectic tastes. It's going to make my final products very exciting and fun. Thank you for all your wisdom and entertainment. Well, you're welcome. I would never have said wisdom, but I'm glad to at least be entertaining. You're so crafty and knowledgeable in home restoration. Hope these scraps come in handy. I have a ton of thimbles I inherited from my mom, and I decided to share. Have a wonderful holiday season, Sandy. Thank you very much, Sandy, for your cute butterflies and this amazing assortment of fabric scraps, including some thimbles. Let's see, I have a pretty large finger. Oh, that one fits. Maybe a touch small, but not too bad. I could still, and that one's a little big. I know some of you have some very creative solutions for thimbles that are a little bit too big. A couple of you have commented them in previous videos. Remind me again, what is your favorite solution? Not trying to flick anyone off here. What is your favorite solution for thimbles that are slightly too large? I have got 3 of them here. They're gonna go in my notions bag in a second, but look at that. Thank you for sharing your mother's thimble collection with me. This is very sweet. Oh, shiny and stretchy. Wow. Look at how fun that is. Very, very exciting. We've got a very nice array of textures. This is like a velour. I've got some cotton and some like voile, some flannel, some plain quilting cotton, some that feel like more clothing weight. This is so exciting. Wow, look at all these colors. Oh, and we got some very colorful gold rickrack. That's going to be a lovely trim. Whoa. That one really jumps out at you. Very fun. It's like radioactive geodes. Maybe not geodes. Gems. Oh, that's fun. Wow, look at these great colors. These are, oh wow. And I bet you made these. Look at that. Those are some really nice quilting squares. Not color combinations that I would have thought to put together, but they have like a great effect. Very, very cheerful and colorful. Oh, and there's some more. Look at these. Oh my goodness. I wonder what they were from. There's no note to explain where they're from, but wow, look at all of this fun stuff. Ooh. Ooh, look how fun that is. These are great. Beautiful butterflies. I could have sworn, I remember my aunt, who is also a quilter, I'm pretty sure she had the same exact rainbow cat print as this. That's so fun. Brings me back some memories. Some very fun seafoam green kind of paisley. Wow, what? Oh, and these plaid. I have to say that there are so many fabrics in here that have color combinations I would never have thought of putting together, and yet to see them in front of me, it's so, so fun. Also, I think I just found some orange geodes. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. And some flannel. Just want to rub that on my face. So nice. There are some amazing colors in here, and I think this is actually maybe a good time to show you what I'm in the middle of working on and like what the first project is that these fabrics are going to get added to. So let me clean this up and then I will share it with you. So the project that I have most recently started on, and it was rather impromptu, but I have started taking my Bilbo's robe, the Hobbit patchwork pattern pieces that I have a PDF for in my coffee store, and started doing some English paper piecing with them. Let me get this needle out of here. So this is where I'm at so far. I haven't ironed it yet, so it's a little bit wibbly, but I'm super pleased with how it turned out. So I'm certain if you are watching this, you are familiar with my Hobbit robe video. It's one of my favorites, and a couple of these letters have referenced it already. Basically what it was I wanted to recreate Bilbo's robe from The Hobbit, and if you look at still photos of the robe, it's made in a way that it has all these different sizes of patchwork squares and rectangles on them, and it looks completely random, and yet I wanted to recreate it, but I didn't want to lose my mind, my sanity. I value my sanity. I need it for redoing my house. So I designed a kind of modular set of pattern pieces that could be mixed and matched in many different ways and sewn together on machine. I was doing this originally on machine in a way that, you know, made it look random, but it wasn't actually random. If you haven't seen the video, I explain it better there. But I have since taken those modular different pieces and started doing English paper piecing with them, which has been really, really fun because, well, one, I was just looking for a travel project that I could do by hand. But it's also fun because when you're doing it by machine, in order to not go crazy, there was a certain methodology to the assembly. I would assemble them into like small squares and then larger sections and until I finished with like a roughly, I think it was 8x8 size square. Those were the final squares, and then I sewed those squares together and it made it look completely random. But now here, my method of assembly is completely different and it's been really interesting because I'm doing it by hand. I don't have to make things into larger modular pieces in the same way that I do when I was working with a machine. I'm not explaining this very well, but the long and the short of it is, it's been fascinating to me to see the difference between how I use the pattern pieces, the same exact pattern pieces, when I'm using a machine and when I'm building something by hand with the English paper piecing. So in this case, I just cut out my pattern pieces on some stiff paper here. And again, so these are fabrics. I started this when I was staying at my parents' house. So these are mostly fabrics from my stash, but they also have some fabric mixed in from the first opening all your fabrics video, and specifically mostly the fabrics I took with me to Norway, because after I came back from Norway, they got added to the stash that I keep at my parents' house, because I have 3 stashes in 3 different cities in 2 different countries. So that's where I'm at right now, and my plans for it are going to be, I'm going to do sections like this that can be added onto a cotton sweatshirt. So I went out and got a couple different cotton sweatshirts, solid colors. I have a solid light blue that's actually very similar to this. I've got a solid deep purple, like purple people eater purple. And then I have one that's like a rich rust color. Just solid, not hoodies, just sweatshirts. And I'm going to take the English paper piecing and I'm going to use it to make a hoodie, to do the sleeves, and to add a pouch. So I'm going to take off the sleeves from the existing hoodie. I'm going to use the pattern to put on sleeves of the exact same size with this, keeping probably the knit cuff from the original hoodie, the original sweatshirt. Then I'm going to design a hood, and I'm going to design the little kangaroo pouch for your hands. And if you want kind of an idea of the color scheme, it's going to be kind of like this. So you're going to have like a solid section here and a solid back, and then you're going to have a colorful pouch and some colorful sleeves with a blue cuff, and then a fun little hoodie. I don't know, I thought it was going to be kind of fun. It's going to add like a nice quirky pop of color to my wardrobe, and also I thought that this could be a really great project for people who want to make their wardrobe more customized and more unique, but are a little bit scared to do like making clothing from scratch, because this way all you have to do is find a sweatshirt that fits you correctly, and then you could literally just take off the sleeves, use the exact same sleeve pattern to make sleeves out of this. You don't have to make a hoodie if you don't want to, but if you do want to, there are tons of free hood patterns online, like on Mood Fabrics. And then same thing for the pouch. You can just kind of make it up as you go. It's very simple, or you could leave it off. I don't know. I thought it was very fun, but also I was needing a project to hand stitch, and I have been wanting to try out my pattern, my Bilbo pattern with English paper piecing, and it's working very well. So that is what I'm going to add. The first project I'm going to add some of these fabrics to is I'm going to start adding them in, because this is all I have done so far, and it's basically enough for the pouch, or like not quite a sleeve, so I got a ways to go. Back to opening some of this fabric, starting with this one from Michael Lubin in Chicago, Illinois. All right, Michael, let's see what you've got for me. Oh, you've got some very fun circus prints, that's for sure. Wow, look at that. Is there a letter? Yes, there is. Okay, so they put a letter in for me, but before I read the letter even, let me just show you this amazing, oh, it's like a silk hanky, wow. Okay, let's open this up so you can get a good look at it, because it's stunning. And sequins, there are sequins. Oh my goodness, this is so fantastic. You've got all the stunts on horseback here. You've got the elephant rides. We've got a tight wire walker and a chair balancer and a juggler on the corner. This one I think might be my favorite. You've got the strongman doing hand-to-hand. You've got Icarian games. You've got another sort of clown hand balancing act over here. You've got a four-high that looks like they're about to fall over. I hope they're okay. You've got a tight wire walker. You've got the jaw of death. Oh my goodness. This is so much fun. Oh, and then in the middle you have the main scene. I don't think I can cut this apart to make something of it. I think it needs to be like either worn or displayed, because it's amazing. Where on earth did you find this? Banana Republic. Made in Japan, 100% silk. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe if I read the letter, I'll learn more about it, but this is amazing, Michael. Wow, thank you. This letter is written by Anastasia, who says, "Hello, dear Shannon. I am so glad to be able to write you a letter and send you stuff. You are my absolute favorite, and like your thousands of other devoted fans, I'm sure we would be great friends if we met in reality. I've been a theatrical set designer." Hey, I was almost a theatrical set designer. I went to university for set design and props, costuming, that kind of thing, and I promptly switched out after 2 semesters because they made me do a ton of acting classes. 0 set design, 0 props, 0 costuming, just a ton of acting classes with capital A actors, and I do not enjoy it. So now I'm an English major. She's also been an art teacher in high school, props master, and teacher at Columbia College, and then home birthed their 3 kiddos. Now I homeschool them in the most secular and progressive way possible. Love it. Their schooling has really taken over my entire life, but as it is my highest priority, I'm okay with that. It has made my kids into wildly creative, confident, happy human beings, which is the most important thing ever, right? They constantly read, draw, cook, and make stuff, so it is worth the enormous amounts of energy and frustration that I expend. Amazing. There's a lot more here that I'm going to have to read when the camera is not rolling. But let's flip through. I'm going to put this with that stunning scarf. Let's take a look at the fabrics that Anastasia sent. Wow, right off the bat, look at this. Look at the amazing colors on that. That is so fun. I think I shared this with y'all already, but as I was going through some of the fabrics and picking out the Hobbit themed ones for my hexagonal Hobbit English paper piecing, I noticed that there were so many that were like very 70s themed that I started another like little miniature off to the side one of 70s themed fabrics. Wait, do I have it? I do have it. It was right behind me. So these were some of the just like random ones that I picked out that really jumped out at me as having like that classic like aqua, not even aqua, teal, orange, and brown sort of color combinations. So I was just noticing a trend and kind of like build these off on the side. I don't have plans for it. I just thought the colors were fun and not colors oh wow. Speaking of fun colors, squirrel. Look at that. And I'm not even sure that like the richness and vividness of these colors is properly translating onto camera, but they're like, they jump out at you and grab you. Also this, another one of those like falls into the category of not color combinations I would have thought to put together, but is like really, really lovely. I also love this pattern. Makes me think of atoms almost, or pebbles on a beach. Ooh, and then very much in the same colorway, we have this sort of Parisian inspired-esque style going on here. That's very cute. Very, very fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but they're just so fun. And when this has like really nice texture on it. It almost feels like, I don't know, the embroidery with the sparkles makes me think almost of like a sari. Anastasia, if you're watching this, can you tell us what this used to be? I am so curious, because it clearly was something. And very pretty. Maybe it's in the letter. Maybe if I read the letter all the way through. We've got some wildlife, we've got the cats, and the squirrels, and the deer. Oh, that's very fun. Like handwritten letter print. And then a very, very sassy retro style printed fabric that also seems to have a lot of recipes for cocktails on them. Very like 50s style, but like very cheeky, and the art is also very unique and very fun. Thank you so, so much, Anastasia. This was, we have some very lovely and incredibly vivid and bright and cheerful prints here that I will definitely be making good use of. Oh, my needle. Also included were a bunch of little fun sequins and baubles and charms and beads that are going to be going in my notions bag. Okay. Oh, excellent. This is from Eva in Germany. Eva, I recognize you from the comment section and from my patron. Oh, these are very fun and cheerful. Starting with this lovely card that says Merry Christmas. Ah, I noticed. Eva Rast, printmaker. Dear Shannon, I'm delighted to be able to send you some heirlooms from my grandmother, who was born in 1918 near the Dutch and Belgian borders of Germany. From my Oma, I learned tailoring a few decades ago, and knitting and crocheting and cooking and baking and preserving and some other traditional skills, but that's another story. The batiste fabric, which is this here, lovely, very light, and has some, I'm not sure if it's showing on camera, but some beautiful light wispy blue feathers on it, is probably original from the 1950s. The ribbons are perhaps from the early 1970s, as are the remnants of what my grandmother used for a dress from me. That's lovely. I love that print. And then these. I discovered the lace at some point in her estate, but I can't say exactly when it was made. I've been waiting to send you these treasures ever since I saw you tailoring, because I wouldn't know anyone better than you to use these materials appropriately. Best wishes from Germany, near Cologne. Eva. Eva, thank you so much. This is so much fun. I love getting just seeing the different variety from all over the world. These are super fun and super cute as well. Very, very clever. Good color combinations. The lace is extra fun as well. Look at that. Thank you so much, Eva. Hey, this one's from Canada, from Jenna. Also, massive thank you to all the Canadians who sent me stuff to my P.O. box in the US. That couldn't have been cheap and was also probably a big pain in the butt. I know some of you have been waiting for me to get a Canadian P.O. box, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. It's quite complicated, and I haven't found a good solution to do it in a way that wouldn't completely divulge where I live. So oddly enough, it is actually just much easier for me to have a P.O. box in the US because I have someone there that can check it regularly for me, and yet I don't live at all in the US, so it's not a big deal if you know vaguely what postal code a relative lives in. What a cute little piglet. Look at that. Adorable. Thank you so much for your channel and inspiring me to start a paper piecing quilt. Both have helped me manage my anxiety lately. I've included a few of my favorite scraps, all of which are also featured in my paper piecing quilt. I sent you a picture of it in progress on Instagram. Love, Jenna. Jenna, I'm so sorry to hear that you're struggling with anxiety right now, but I'm glad to hear that at least the sewing is helping to manage it. And I also think, wow, that these are some lovely fabrics, and we're gonna be samesies. We're gonna be fabric samies. Ooh, that's a fun texture. Oh, look at this adorable print. And wait, I think I see, yes I do, I saw some hérissons, hedgehogs behind it. Look at that adorable print. I see a lot of prints here that are very Hobbitsy in tone. This fabric I bought in Peru. Oh wow, that's very nice. It has a very nice feel. Thank you so much for sharing your Peruvian fabric with me. And for all these other fabrics, they are very, very cheerful and also very soothing. I can see why your quilt is helping calm your nerves, because there are some very nice, soothing, relaxing colors in here. And also, I absolutely adore that combination of colors. It makes me very, very happy. Two Shannon makes from Justine in New Zealand. Oh, wow. Justine, I don't even want to think about how much it costs to send this package from New Zealand to the US, but let me just say, thank you so, so much. That was so kind of you. And I cannot wait to see what's in it. And also, it made it here safely. Oh, wow. I see spoons. I bet there's a story behind this, so let's start with the letter. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, if that doesn't scream New Zealand, I don't know what does. An absolutely adorable little kiwi there. As I'm writing this and listening to your latest adventures in Germany. Oh, that's very fun to know. I love your channel and am so thankful for the work you put into creating and sharing it with us. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this parcel has arrived in time for your P.O. Box cutoff date. Yes, it did. My name's Justine and I'm one of your subscribers from New Zealand. I'm part Maori, which is the indigenous people of New Zealand. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Hence the greetings in Te Reo, the language of the Maori people. I too like to recycle, live sustainably, and craft. My crafts of choice are knitting, drawing, woodwork, and upcycling / rescuing old furniture from ending up in the landfill. I definitely can relate. I think we have a lot of these in common. The things I've included in this parcel are reflective of all the above. The skirt, which would probably be the big hunk of fabric here, with this very fun pattern. The skirt was a rescue from my local charity shop. It's 100% cotton, and I decided not to use it myself. The flax, right here, very fun, is a flower I made, and the teaspoons, very kitsch, I know, reflect the old and Maori sides to me and my cultures, of my two cultures. So here are the spoons. Fortunately, I found a spoon holder in my attic that these can go in. Also, look at the very lovely roses on the back. I hope you enjoyed the gift and you find a use for the fabric. Keep being the inspiration and spreader of joy that you all are. Thank you so much, Justine. I apologize if I butchered any of your tongue. I obviously do not speak Maori, but I am very thrilled that you decided to share a bit of your culture with me, and I'm gonna have to look up what that phrase or expression means. And then we also have Bay of Islands Dog Trial Club 75th Jubilee. Very appropriate, very appropriate. Thank you so much also for sending me this lovely artwork as well. It's very, very cheerful and very, very appropriate as we are heading into spring. Or at least theoretically should be heading into spring. I'm looking out my window and there's still snow everywhere. Maybe not a problem you have to deal with in New Zealand though. Flax flower, where does the flax flower go? Well, the flax flower is temporarily propped up in the back there, but I think I need to find a more permanent solution because it wants to fall down. But for now it's safe. Lisa Ames, another patron from New York, with also a very cute image of a burro, or a donkey, or a mule. Another recycled packaging. I definitely approve. Okay, I'm gonna have to bop in and interrupt myself because my camera just did that thing that it sometimes does, and it's really annoying, where it just shuts off for no reason and then erases the entire clip that it had been in the middle of filming. So I just lost a ton of footage from this camera. I do still have the overhead cam, so we're gonna roll that, which is unfortunately not the most visually stimulating. It's not the best angle, but I just don't know how much footage I lost. So apologies for that, but really quick here, just gonna throw in the overhead cam footage and then we'll cut back to me when we're done. Oh, I see pugs. I see pugs and corgis. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And Teckles and maybe a Jack Russell. Okay. That's adorable. Very exciting. Let's read the letter first. Oh my god, the card was created by her daughter. Ha! Old Town, Quebec City. Wow, your daughter is very talented. Look at that. Hi Shannon, I hope you enjoy these fabric scraps, many of which I've had for years. I love your content, both channels, and especially seeing the progress on your Nova Scotia Awesome House. You and Phil are a thrill to watch when you share your acrobatic talents. More, please. Very fun. Thank you so much, Lisa, and also for being, such an amazing support on Patreon as well. Let's dig into the fabrics you sent me. Okay, first of all, off the top, we've got some delightful trims, both in color and in subject and in texture. That is very, very fun, and like a healthy amount of it as well. We've also got some very luscious green velvet ribbon that is very fun, and then all these fabrics, the highlight of which is obviously the puppy dog fabric that also includes some corgis on there. There's a full shot of it. Very, very cute, but there's also other stuff in here. We've got more corgi love. Wow, you're really good at finding the corgi fabrics. And some beagles and space kitties. Who doesn't love a good space kitty? Look at all of these fabrics. Wow, 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 wow. What very, very cheerful fabrics. And again, such amazing variety. I'm not sure, I obviously love the corgis for the corgis. Content-wise, that wins. I will say that red is not my favorite color to use in general, so if we had to go with color, I'm actually really, really digging this one, which kind of surprised me, but something about this color combination is just like really speaking to me. Also loving all these greens over here. Thank you, Lisa. This is definitely going to be a great addition to all of the community patchwork projects to come, and also to my corgi fabric collection. Hey, this is from another Shannon in Oregon. All of these have some very fun textures. So these, which are also a very fun color combination, feel like outdoor upholstery fabric. It feels like you are a fabric upholsterer, or you have had a lot of upholstery work done. Maybe I will find out. Okay, so where we were when the camera cut off was I was just about to read this letter from the other Shannon, who says that she started watching my channel for the sewing and furniture content, and then when I added the home reno, it became the perfect trifecta for her. So they are a combination here of upholstery samples, simple poly cotton used to make face masks, nice, and a little outdoor fabric. So I was right, this is outdoor fabric. I felt that they fit the Hobbit aesthetic that you like, and me too. I'm happy to part with them since they will be going to useful hands. My two doxies, Cisco and Dax, say hi to Canel. Oh, well, hello, Cisco and Dax. I hope you're getting a good scritch right now. 20 points if you can guess where the names Cisco and Dax come from. Hint, they're fictional characters who are best friends. I have to say, I have absolutely no idea. So, but I'm sure that there are people out there who are like jumping up and down in your seats. So if you know what this reference is, Cisco and Dax, throw it down in the comments so the rest of us can learn. May your next year bring lots of content you truly enjoy doing. Sincerely, Shannon. Very nice. Oh, bonus dog ramp idea. She gives, Deep Space Nine. Oh, okay. So I am a huge Trekkie. I grew up watching TNG, and then later on in life fell in love with Janeway and Voyager. I will admit that DS9 is not one that I ever got into. I watched a couple episodes, and then I just it was a period in my life where I just wasn't watching anything regularly. But I've heard really, really good things about it. And I can picture some of the characters. I've seen enough that I'm familiar with it, but not enough to recognize Cisco and Dax right away. So maybe this is my sign that I need to start watching some Deep Space Nine. And to everyone that guessed this before I read it, bonus points. Excellent. So yeah, as predicted, a mix of upholstery samples, some poly cotton, and some outdoor fabric. Thank you so much, Shannon, and I love your name. This next one is from Robin in MA, Massachusetts. Accountability buddy check-in if you are using me to body double or get something else done. How is it going for you? Don't respond if it's going to throw you out of your workflow, but if it's not, let me know how it's going so far while I check out this super fun package from Robin. Wow. Let's see what Robin has to say. Hi Shannon, I hope this package makes you smile. I apologize for sending it out late. Don't worry, it definitely got here in time. The items in here are varied and somewhat eclectic. Having been a lifelong crafter, I've had a lot of time to accumulate and be gifted crafting supplies, especially after the advent of social media when a broader range of friends got to see what I was doing. Can relate, Robin. Can relate. 25 years ago, a client who was approaching her 100th birthday gifted me with her button collection and the contents of her sewing table. Wow. The buttons and threads I'm sending you are from her collection. The silk thread is from the 1930s, and the other two are from the 50s. I have no idea how old the buttons are, but I think many of them are from those same years. Fun side note, the client was born in Nova Scotia in 1901. Oh, that's a really fun tie-in to the house renovation project. The trims are an impulse buy of a mystery trim bundle from Mood Fabric. As soon as I opened the box, I thought, Shannon would love these. I think you're probably right. Since I've followed you down several crafting rabbit holes in the last couple of years, skipping and smiling the whole way, I've included a few of the diamond templates that I'm currently using for my English paper piecing. Can I tempt you to try a new shape? You almost definitely can. It's not very tricky to do so, especially when you provide me very thoughtfully with the templates before my own eyes. Amazing. I've also included an ornament that I made. Pre-pandemic and pre-career changes, I was making and selling ornaments at craft fairs. This one to me had a Hobbitsy aesthetic. The base is a styrofoam ball with the fabric folded and pinned into place using over 100 straight pins. Can I just say that I have this exact technique bookmarked for something I want to try in the future because it looks so much fun. When people saw the ornaments, it opened a floodgate of people gifting me with smaller cuts of fabric, culminating with an acquaintance giving me all of her mother's small cuts of fabric, fat quarters, scraps, jelly rolls, charm packs, etc. It was overwhelming, and most of it was very hobbity. The Hobbit side of this box is almost exclusively fabric I got from her, and this did not even begin to touch what I have. So that's a great point, actually, that these would be a fantastic way to use up teeny tiny scraps of fabric. Look at how gorgeous that is. That is so pretty. This is way more complicated than the pattern that I had saved that had piqued my interest in the technique. And then also look at how pretty the ribbon on the top is. I've got so many ornaments for my Christmas tree. I'm not gonna need the vintage ones for my attic anymore. I mean, I'll still keep them because you know me, but we're gonna have some very fun additions. Look at that. Lovely. Absolutely lovely, Robin. Okay, let's take a look at all the other stuff in here. I see corgis. Well, Robin, I have to say, this is an amazing collection of fabric. I think you were spot on that these colors scream Hobbit, cozy, just sitting down and drinking a cup of tea in the Shire, which is absolutely just amazing. I really love the tartan here. That's just, I have a soft spot for tartans, and the colors on that are amazing. I cannot wait to flip through these little guys. I forget what they're called. Fat quarters? No, those aren't fat quarters. Can you tell I'm not a quilter and that I get recycled fabric? But I am super excited to flip through all of these and sit down and pick out some of them. I can guarantee you will be seeing a lot of these as I finish up the hexagonal Hobbit side of my paravent room divider that I'm slowly chipping away at. Amazing colors. Thank you so much. This next batch is from Kelsey in Illinois, who I recognize very much from the comment section, as well as the Patreon. We've got a letter here for me, Phil and Canal. May your days be furry and bright. Ah, Kelsey, so much fun. Thank you for the lovely family card with the adorable photos on it. I'm not sure if Kelsey would want her family Christmas card being displayed on the wide internet, but suffice to say that she sent me a very adorable copy of her family Christmas card with a very cute beagle on it. So give your doggo some scritches for me. Kelsey says she can't remember how she found my channel, probably the DIY sewing table, and she fell in love with my style, my recycling values, and of course, my corgi. She says she's loving the house journey and seeing the community develop in Patreon. She wishes me a safe return from Europe. can confirm. Thank you very much, Kelsey. And have a happy holiday and stay crafty. Yes, everybody, please stay crafty out there. Oh my goodness, and she sends me some corgi themed socks. So cute. I actually have a small collection of corgi themed socks. They seem to be the one item that I can like reliably find with corgis on them. Not all the time, it comes and goes in waves, but I have some corgi socks. This will definitely be added to the collection. Thank you very much. So let's see what we have here. Oh, I see some chicken scratch. I should say that Kelsey actually came out to see me, and well, she saw Phil, but I met with her in person when I was touring, not last winter with Flick Flack, but the winter before. I was touring around the US, and she came out to see the show and to meet me, and it was so nice to meet her in person, and I am more than thrilled to be able to have some of her fabric in here. Very exciting. Okay, so let's see what I've got. All right. Remnants of an Old Navy plaid skirt that I thrifted and made into a kilt for our dog. I adore that. That almost matches my husband's kilt. Paw print and whale bone cozies for putting your bowl into when you have to microwave it or you have a hot bowl of soup. Oh, that's so fun. The number of times that I have burned myself or nearly burned myself on ceramic bowls at the house is actually stunningly high for somebody who is generally quite coordinated. So these will be much appreciated and they will get much use. The Dove fabric is inspired by my IKEA duvet. I can absolutely see why. It's the same kind of faded gray blue that's on the back of my duvet cover. And also the art style is like leaning in the same art style of like the Scandinavian folk art. So that's very, very fun. Corgi socks were on clearance. Excellent. I love that. I would hate to think somebody's spending a lot of money on me. Ooh. Blue and white check with creepy embroidered bunnies. Parentheses, grandma stash, I don't know. I would not have thought of them as creepy, although it is very hilarious that it's clearly the Playboy bunny, and yet in Chicken Scratch. They did put a lot of time and energy into this, and it looks really good, but it is really funny. I don't think I would have called it creepy. Maybe the eyes, the way the eye swirls in. I would have just thought it was kind of amusing. And also, what is it doing in Grandma's stash? Gam Gam, what are you up to? Random scraps from my quilts and flannel from a dog coat that I made. Very, very cheerful. Also, wait, there's some fun ones hiding in there. Choop. And photo of you and Phil from your show in Springfield, Illinois. Oh my goodness. There's a photo in here. Oh, and there's also a very cute sticker in here. Oh my goodness, it's a really nice photo. Kelsey, I assume that you took that. What a very fun photo. Thank you so much for sending it to me. Phil's face is exceptional in this shot. Oh, that's so funny. I will try to give everybody a close-up shot of it here so you can see it. It's really amazing. Thank you so much, Kelsey. Thank you so much for coming out to see us in person, for all the lovely gifts as well as their origin stories. And I look very much forward to adding some of these fabrics into my creations. And thank you for watching the channel for a very long time now, and also for being a patron and supporting. Okay, I think we have one more. So a couple of these I had to take out of their cardboard packages that they came in just to fit them in the suitcase to come with me in a vain attempt to pack more items into the suitcase. So this is one of those. I have the address here. It is from Saliata. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Saliata in Minnesota, who I believe is also a patron. So thank you so much. First of all, let's look at the very cute flannel bag here with cozy woodland creatures. Also would make a great yarn stash bag, quite honestly. So we've got some, looks like maybe napkins, kind of pink. They have a very fun pattern on them, which is going to add some nice texture into into whatever I decide to make with it. Very much goes with the like pink and green colorway, the spring colors for the heart side of the paper piecing room divider that I'm working on. I've got some very lovely, just plain white cotton, but like with a little bit of a gauzy texture. Some red and white flannel, which kind of reminds me of some of the Scandinavian Christmas art I was inspired by. We've got some other fun flannels here. A lot of holiday themed items. Ooh, this is very fun. Almost makes me think of like pomegranates or pears. I'm sure that they're not, but it's very funky and creative, and I really like the style of artwork and the colors that were used. Also, I'm curious what it used to be because I can see it has stitches left over in it. So what did it used to be? Okay, we've got some very cozy winter flannels in like blue and white colorways, and then we've also got some like pinks and reds going on over here. Excellent variety. So that's all that I have for this batch because the sun is rapidly setting. So thank you all so much. Those of you who contributed, those of you who have fabric literally that I opened before me here today, everyone who's watching, even if you didn't send anything in, thank you so much for being a part of this absolutely lovely community. It's been so much fun, and it's one of the best things about starting a YouTube channel in general is just like getting to connect with other people who are like passionate about crafting and making things and who nerd out over like fabric type and color and patterns and combinations, and the generosity in this community has been absolutely overwhelming. So thank you so much. If you have not seen your package here, do not worry. There are hours and hours more of me opening packages. This is a tiny fraction of it. In fact, I think I'm gonna have to learn how to go a little bit faster or I will just never work my way through them. But that is all for this video. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you want to watch the previous video, it should be on screen right here. And if you want to join the Patreon, become a part of an even smaller, more tightly knit crafting community, that's over here. I'll catch you later in the next fabric unboxing video. Bye! What am I gonna do with all this? Oh my goodness.